Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to the Red Estate. In this episode, we're going to be a little bit light on funds. We've got a number of characters visiting the sanitarium right now, not to mention a little bit of stress relief needed after our little freak out in the last episode, but it'll be okay. I am going to go ahead and check out our new batch of recruits. You'll also notice that our Houndmaster, newly christened as Nijiru, and our newest grave robber, Dominik. I'm sure his parents just didn't know how to spell Dominik, but it'll be okay. We're also going to try to get an antiquarium through a dungeon without dying any terrible deaths. And I think we're going to do that by placing a stalwart kind of tank at the front of our party in the form of Napalm here to hopefully clear out any ruffians that may come our way. I think maybe the last time I tried to do it with a party, they were a little bit light on damage, and that may not have been super beneficial for them. Also considering only a self-heal. Maybe not. Maybe that loadout is fine. We didn't really have any trinkets here for Mr. Bojangles, unfortunately. But we did get our two newest recruits lined up with a few things here. Additional blight chance, some scouting and trap disarm at the cost of a little bit of speed. And of the available missions, I do think this short mission actually makes the most sense. It's the only thing we have that offers any deeds at the moment due to the recent changes to the way that heirlooms are rewarded. They're just sort of randomized amongst available dungeon runs, and deeds are what I'm caring about the most. Also, the warrior's cap is pretty decent as just a generic common +5 accuracy or melee skills. Hey, I would totally take it and put it on any number of characters. Of course, Napalm rocking some additional protection up front, blight and disease resist, much needed, of course, with him being all leper-like. And with that, let's go ahead and dive in, see what we can't do here. I do want to go ahead and bring full food, maybe like 6 torches, a single key, and 1 shovel. Man, oh man. Maybe even one of the ruins, maybe even 1 key and 1 holy water. We're also getting a free medicinal herb, which is pretty sweet if you ask me. And yeah, we'll see what we can't get done with just 2,000 gold and hopefully an antiquarian to help us out on those loot tables. This should certainly be interesting if nothing else. We don't really have any kind of healing capabilities with our current party, but I'm hoping that we manage to just sort of
pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
I'm hoping that we manage to just sort of DPS tank our way through things and kill enemies before they can kill us. Of course, that's easier said than done when 3 of your party members are level 0. And first room says nothing. Okay, easy enough. We are going to be a little bit light on torches. I've come to the conclusion that that's pretty okay, actually. And the brightest of lights is not necessary all the time. Having said that, of course, I'm going to go ahead and get us back up to radiant light. Nice dodge. Thank you, Dominik. Alright, this is medicinal herbs for loot, right? Let's give it to her. Thorough search.
Gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
I mean, it's not bad, per se. We got 750 gold back out of that. I'll take it. Alright, another nicely emptied room. We do, of course, have a survival guide coupled with a grave robber, so I think we should be getting plenty of scouts. Nice. And we're going to have 1 hallway battle in order to get to this room, I think is fair. Pretty easy stuff, too. What am I thinking here? You need to die fast, so I'm not loving the idea of blight. Maybe like one of those? Could have been better. Oh no. Oh man. That's gonna be our introduction? Ugh. You're killing me, Smalls. Alright. You know what? We're just gonna force guard. Wish that could have happened a little bit sooner, but it did not, unfortunately. And if that didn't get the kill, at least it got the stun. Oh man, I was thinking we'd be able to dismantle this bone rabble before he could do anything. Unfortunately, that was not the case. So you know what? Nah, let's just chop him up.
Executed with impunity.
Beautiful. Now, I realize, of course, that's not going to bleed him, but it did do 2 damage, which I'm pretty alright with. 10 is solid. Just needing 6 more. Nervous Stab does 3 to 5. Or that. Yeah, let's try for the Nervous Stab. 4 is not bad. Totally digging that knife, too, by the way. And just a simple chop. Oh, man. Petals must fall. It is true.
This expedition at least promises success.
Ugh. Well, we're gonna have to keep her belly full, if nothing else, as healing is not so much on the table. Man, that... Oh, come on. And another hallway battle is going to spawn behind us. Of course it is. Nothing really to be done but prep for it. Might as well just get in there. Can't believe that the very first attack we take is a critical hit that definitely left Miss Bojangles there reeling from it. Tell you what, let's start a little bit of bleeding. And then we could get down, or I guess we just throw out the protect me over and over again. That seems to make the most sense there. Maybe. I'm not really sure how to play the antiquarian yet. That's kind of the realization, is I'm not really sure what she is expected to do turn by turn. If using her to attack is wise, or, you know, her guard does last through her next turn, so maybe that's the plan, is that you have her use Protect Me. Oh man, only 10. Have her use Protect Me on one round, and then kind of follow it up, then that will get her dead. This guy's gonna have 2.
On its own.
And so what I was thinking is then you're able to attack, like in this particular instance, when characters...
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
When enemies' characters are almost dead, you can sort of get a finishing blow. Maybe that's the idea. I'm actually gonna heal here. Thinking being, we should be able to pick up a pretty easy kill.
Impressive.
Crit for 1. Yeah, it was indeed. We should be able to pick up a pretty easy kill against this guy.
Give them no quarter. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Alright, pretty decent loot table. I will not complain about that. And how much we got left here? Yeah, like more than 50% of the dungeon, it would say. My only concern is the amount of food that we have brought with us and whether it will make it through.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Alright, a little bit of holy water.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I'd say that certainly paid for the holy water. Also got a warrior's brace. I'm pretty I'm pretty okay with a Warrior's Brace. Additional melee damage at the expense of dodge. I could throw that on the Antiquarian, but who knows? That extra dodge might save her life one day, and I don't think that damage is doing much for her. We could go one more and then get in here. Nothing, and we did get a scout. Good, good. Probably a pretty easily disarmed trap. 80, 100. Beautiful. And keep walking. Now, show me what you got, Antiquarian.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Divine Lords, I am here. Yeah, I mean, if anybody's gonna get a damage buff, it might as well be you. Another torch, our last, of course, and then another scout. Oh, it feels so good to have scouted so much of the dungeon. We, of course, might get surprised. That doesn't make me feel good at all. We might get surprised on our way back if any enemies decide to spawn along the way, but it doesn't look like they will. And one last room battle should spell the end of this adventure. Okay.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Nice. I'm really surprised that the Antiquarian has such terrible trap disarm. I would imagine that she had found herself in many precarious situations before searching for those antiques. Okay, you know, one more torch would have felt really nice right about now. But we go in dark, and this is certainly not going to be an easy fight. I think, though, that two sort of stressing enemies are really not as dangerous as things could have been. Let me go ahead and use a dog treat and start things off with a Hound's Harry against some of the characters that can do actual damage to our HP. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'll take a little bit of bleed. Why don't we consider throwing out some blight here. Or not. That could also always happen. How about you? Thank you. If only that had been in the reverse order for the reduced blight resist. That might be sort of a terrible move. I don't have Shadow Fade on her, and from the front, there is little she can do. Okay. Let's think. 9, 36. Oh, that misses. That's not good. That also misses, which is a lot better. Okay, that will kill him. Yeah, stress is mounting. I'm sorry, Bojangles. I don't feel good about this. Wow, I really don't feel good about that. Alright. We've got to move. It's the only thing we can do.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
We get an easy kill there, and then I'm hoping... Oh, I'm hoping... that Napalm can not miss.
Another
yes.
abomination cleansed from our lands.
And instead do some cleansing. Thank you, my friend. Tell you what, let's go ahead and have Napalm protect her. And then, of course, they don't bother targeting her, even though that would be the absolute smartest move, as she is one hit away from freaking out. But they just stopped caring as soon as I protected her. Isn't that always the way? You know, we could just do 5 damage.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Okay. little bit of relief. And he's gonna die anyway.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Okay. Damage stones aren't bad either. Let's continue for just a moment. And man, do these things stack. Awesome. Tell you what. Let's see what we can find out here, shall we?
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
Okay, just a pair of bone rabble. Nothing to be concerned about. Let's see.
Back to the pit.
Oh, yes. Alright. 3 to 5. Guess we just toss out the protect me again. Really need to take a look at the antiquarian skills and figure out what I intend to do with her exactly. Easy kill.
On, fiend.
Alright, that fight was worth over 1,000 gold. All of our food is gone. And anticlimax. Okay. Well, let's see just what that earned us.
Ruins belong to us, and we will find whatever secrets they hold.
Certainly not bad. 11-8. And we got 7 deeds, 8 crests, a portrait, 4 busts. I can live with that. 3 characters up to level 1. Bojangles gains resilient. That's actually pretty decent for a character that doesn't really need or want any of the more traditional, you know, plus something damage. Additional stress healing, that seems pretty fair. I would take stress healing, stress resistance.
We dug for months, years, an eternity, and we were rewarded with madness.
Alright, and we're up to 10,000 gold. Probably nothing I'm going to grab there. If there had been an abomination, I would have taken it, and that would have been probably about it. Also, beast roster size to 28 is going to take 25 of these guys. So maybe one more adventure like that could certainly do it. Okay, okay. Also, which angles came out of that a bit stressed out at 84, so like a mid-range thing. Oh, Alluvian didn't come out. I did not notice. I did not notice at all. Inspired with holy worship and wishes to remain in prayer. What are you doing to me, Alluvian? You and the caretaker are taking up all my slots in the transcript. Alright, I'm sorry, Ms. Bojangles, but it looks like you're going to the penance hall instead. That crack of that whip. Alright. Other than that, everybody's looking okay. I'm trying to take advantage as much as I can of the weekly de-stressing that's just going to be happening to these guys, and instead we could focus a little bit more on some of our lower level characters and taking them out while they're at 0 stress, sort of rotating through that way. Might even be worthwhile to sort like that. Like, we've got a fairly consistent level 2 party right there that we could take out next time. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's maybe a little bit shorter than normal, but hey, it was a short dungeon where nothing went horribly wrong, and so it doesn't take as long. If you did enjoy it, feel free to subscribe. There will be more videos on the channel every single day. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other videos, and I will catch you guys next time.